The yeshiva started its roots close to 15 years ago when the Rosh Yeshiva MOSHE, under the guidance and direction of Gedolei Yisrael, both in Eretz Yisrael and in America, took upon himself to start a chabura with an emphasis on creating true Talmidei Chachamim, well-rounded in all parts of Torah. Baruch Hashem, there was tremendous hatzlacha in the chabura, and it rapidly grew to be the biggest chabura in yeshiva, in Eichus and in Kamas. A few years ago, a group of parents approached Ramosha, and they cajoled, and they urged, and they pressured Ramosha to start a mesifta. The yeshiva opened its doors in very humble quarters, in a small little shul that had a beis medrash with another small room for a dining room, another small room for a shir room.
Baruch Hashem, we had tremendous hatzlacha in the old building, but it was getting more and more tight, and we really had to turn down Bachram from coming to yeshiva because it really wasn't enough room.
They then came to me with a real serious project that they were going to buy a building and convert it into a yeshiva. And when I had the pleasure of being there a few weeks ago, I was really amazed at what they had done in such a short period of time to develop such a beautiful Makom Torah.
When they have a building, and they have a permanent home, permanent base, they feel now they're not just part of a chabura, they're not just part of a whole bunch of guys getting together to learn. They're part of yeshiva, a long-term yeshiva that's going to keep on growing and growing.
The Gemara says, Dira Nam Acheves Daite Shel Adam. When you have a spacious building, spacious classrooms, Baruch Hashem, we have the facilities that the Bachram are able to take the proper break they need, that they can come back to Seder with the full concentration.
They know, in Yeshiva's Chemdas Hatorah, that the better accommodations in Gashmias that you're going to give a Bachar, the better the Bachar is going to be able to learn and steig.
It's unbelievable to watch how as the Bach is growing during the year, as he's harving for Seder and he's learning and he's harving on Taisvis and on Rashi and on the Rishonim and Reb Kivege, every single knetch in a sugi, he works and he harvests and he steigs. And Baruch Hashem, as the year progresses, you watch and you see how the Bachim develop skills. And they develop new musagim and knowing how to learn up a sugi.
Learning the sugis very well in the morning, understanding the steiging on their level with Havana and Amkus.
Baruch Hashem, now in the beis medrash, in the last kufa we started, they started saying chaburas at night. The everyone is harving and learning. And already a few Bachim said in the Rabbeim who listened to came to hear the chaburas were mispoil. How we see the Bachim have the ability to take a sugya, work it through, shtel zich an the Rishonim and shtel zich an the Achronim, and bring out their own Havana in the sugya.
There's nothing more that gives a Bach a simcha than a feeling of accomplishment.
This idea that Bachrim can accomplish tremendous amounts in Torah is something that's unique to this makom, to this beautiful yeshiva. And this, I believe, is why people are very excited about the yeshiva.
When I first sent my son here, I was intrigued by the notion that my son would be able to finish a Masechta. And to be honest, I was overwhelmed. I thought that was a very ambitious goal. The concept of constant chazara of what you learn, it made it a tremendous achievable goal because it's only one blot, one amud at a time.
The success of Chemdas Hatorah is not just that they have a Mordecai Chazara program while they're in the yeshiva, but they manage to put it into the nefesh of the Bachrim so that even when they leave, it remains Gam Ki Yaskin Vayosar, it remains with them much, much further.
Our biggest milah, our biggest asset, is how Ramosha was able to put together a tzavis of Rebbeim that everyone is Muslim in so many areas.
The Rebbe-Talmud relationship is unbelievable, warm. The Bachrim see that the Rebbeim care about them, and they respond to that. As soon as they come to Chemdas Hatorah, right away they have the schus of learning in the Yeshiva share.
He's the 9th grade Rebbe. He welcomes the Bachrim in. And from day one, right from the get-go, the Bachrim sense that the people here are here to take care of me. to help me grow, to nurture me, to encourage me to steig.
The Rosh Yeshiva is someone that is on of me'en kamoyu. There's no cheshbonos from COVID by himself. Then the yeshiva is also goes in the same way. There's no cheshbonos from COVID, there's no cheshbonos for that, but just whatever has to be done is being done with the Bachrim.
Besides being a Rebbe in the yeshiva, I also have the chus to be a parent of a Bacher in the yeshiva. My son is in the 10th grade, Baruch Hashem, and I see firsthand, besides seeing how the Rabbeim are impacting the Bacher, I see how the Bacher is getting impacted. Each Rebbe gives himself over b'leiv and nefesh for the Bacher.
Every single Bacher has a big hesher with the Rabbeim and is really steiging.
They're spending hours and hours and hours with Bachrim to hear them, to listen to them, and to guide them.
There's no better place to send a boy than he sees role models one after another. They work in harmony because they all have the same goals.
Anybody who walks into the BAIS MEDRASH, you can feel the vibrancy, you can feel the throbbing pulse of Yiddishkeit, which is expressed avada in the learning and the geschmack of Tulpul Chaverim. But it's also expressed in the Shalom Aleichem that the boys will come over to, the smile, the geschmack. It's a sight to behold.
There's a feeling of achdus that permeates the walls of the yeshiva. If I think about it, I really feel that it comes from the Rosh Yeshiva, who gives himself over to every single Bach, and the Bachim feel it. They feel like they're part of a family. You know, when the one on the top, when the Rosh Yeshiva is MOSHE, b'leiv and nefesh, and the Aved that he gives over to each Bach and makes them feel important, so automatically it goes over it by the Bachim by osmosis. You don't have to really do that much. The Bachim themselves pick up that ruach.
I have tremendous nachas from every Bacher in the yeshiva. There's no such thing as a Bacher that's falling beneath the cracks or slipping to the side.
I've seen the same thing by yeshiva, by the Mesibas, with the whole high school as a whole. By the Sukkos Mesiba, and they had the Chanukas Habayis, and just Chanukah, they had a Chanukah Mesiba, and you saw a special closeness to Bach, and the Achdus was really unbelievable to see.
Shabbos in Yeshiva over here is unbelievable. Like, we have the Zmiris over here is fantastic. The Zmiris, it goes straight into your heart.
The niggin in the Meiser is we produce Talmidei Chachamim, Yirei Shamayim, and people that are true Balimis.
I would say that the tremendous success of this yeshiva, of Chemdas Hatorah, has to do first with the leaders, with the Rosh Yeshiva, Rabbi MOSHE and Rabbi Pruzansky, who I see their tremendous commitment to the ideals of acquiring Torah and producing Gedolei HaTorah.
I want to wish Mazel Tov to everybody who's participating in the dinner. Not only is it a Chanukas Habayis for the yeshiva, it's probably their real first big dinner, and that's a Chanukas Habayis. And we wish them mazel and bracha that they should be able to continue to grow, and that this building should become obsolete with many more students, and the whole Torah should go out from not only from Lakewood but to all over the world from students that we develop in this Makom Torah.
This is a great occasion, besides helping this wonderful Makom Torah, but this is the celebration of the Chanukas Habayis. And it's a very great simcha that this idea, this concept of Chemdas Hatorah and knowledge of Torah has finally a makom, a building where they're able to fulfill their dreams, to teach your children and our children Torah and to attain Torah knowledge. So we give them a bracha that the building should be complete and they should accomplish all their dreams, be Mekadeshim Shemayim, and to be Marbitz Torah in this wonderful place. Ad Bias Gold said.